Also, don't let nobody make you feel bad about doing what you love to do. If you want to be an exotic dancer, become the best exotic dancer. If you want to be a gamer, become the best. Not compared to what everybody else considers the best, what you feel like is the best for you. Don't compare yourself to nobody else. Always keep it within. Keep that energy within. Keep it on the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror or the person in the mirror. Just trying to be inclusive. You deserve to be able to do anything, and if it doesn't exist, motherfucking create it. Make a lane for it. Pave the fucking way. Not just for yourself, but the people that want to do it too, because there's gonna be people that want to do what you're doing. You pave the way, and guess what? They gonna help you along the way. It ain't about the recognition, because if it's true, baby, the story is always gonna be told. You don't gotta worry about a legacy while you're alive. Just be a good person, and your legacy is gonna be great. Just do what you do, and your legacy will speak for itself, because that's what a legacy is for. You want to be a legend, but you want to control your narrative. How's that gonna work? How does that work? That don't work. Let go of control. Let the narrative be what the narrative is for the time that it is, but you stay being you. Because the legacy outlives the rumors. It'll outlive you being who you are, your character, your truth, who you are at the core will always outshine anything else, because there is a person that you influenced one way or another. And see, it's the butterfly effect, because that person goes and influences that person, and that person's like, who influenced you? And guess what? It's you. You influence them. And then they tell that person, and then that story gets told, and guess what happens, y'all? Legacy. Legacy does not happen when you're trying to control the narrative, because when you're trying to control the narrative, guess what ends up in your legacy? Oh, he tried to control the narrative. So guess what? People don't want to read your fucking story, because you controlled everything that was in it. They don't even know if it's true or not. You rewrote history. Who does that? Maybe that's why people don't want to read them history books. Maybe that's why people don't want to go to school no more. Maybe they know that this ain't the truth. Maybe they would go to school if you showed them the history that was real and not the history that was rewritten. Maybe people would read that book if you wrote the truth in it and not wrote your ego. It's like somebody said, who writes themselves in their own story that they're writing? It's not a character based on you, because that's fine. We're not talking about that. For instance, if I'm writing a story about two other people and I put myself in the story writing this, I remember in Supernatural, they were like, Metatron was talking to, God, what's his name? He was a prophet, but he ended up being God. It's leaving me, and I'm such a Supernatural fanatic. Like, I didn't watch the show like 10 times. How did I not? It's not Dave. It's dang it, man. Cause he was with Becky. They said Carver Edlin. Not because that was his name in the books. That was his alias. Carver William Bill. Was it Bill? Let me look it up, y'all. Hold up. I want to be accurate, and you know we got time. I'm pretty sure somebody's screaming it right now, like it's God. Who was God in Supernatural? I'm so embarrassed. Chuck. It was Chuck. Chuck. That was his name. So Chuck wrote himself in the story. And Metatron was like, that was kind of tacky. Like, you wrote yourself as a prophet? Why'd you do that? It would have been better to just write the story based on you. Why did you write a story about Sam and Dean? And I'm spoiling it, I'm sorry. Why did you write a story about Sam and Dean and put yourself in it as the prophet? That's not good writing. You should have just wrote the story about yourself, realizing that you are God. I feel like that would have been such a better, that still would have been supernatural, right? But anywho, to get back on topic, if you want to do what you want to do, if you want to do OnlyFans, or if you want to make a business and it's not like a conventional business, do it, but be the best at doing it. Don't do it. Be in your truth. Be you and let it have you, because can't nobody copy who you are. See, a vampire needs the light. A vampire needs the light. It needs life force. It cannot produce any life force of its own. So it shapeshifts and lures people in, but it's not the real thing. Vampire can't give you real love because it's not real. They're not alive. So how the fuck can you love somebody and you're not alive? You don't even know what love is. You're undead and you're trapped on Earth. You're trapped on Earth. You think you're immortal, but you're really trapped. Your soul is trapped in that body. Anywho, be the best at what you're doing. Don't, just because you feel like it doesn't exist. Well, maybe you need to become an inventor and make the shit exist. Nobody's dancing like that on the pole. Well, maybe you need to be the first to do it. Let that become a myth. Let yourself become a legend. Let yourself become a story. Don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short, and don't sell yourself cheap. Because remember who you are. And if you don't know who you are, then baby, you better look in that mirror until you realize who you are. And when I say look in that mirror, I'm not talking about Narcissus in Greek mythology who fell in love with his reflection. I'm telling about look into that abyss and watch that abyss look back into you and figure out, am I going to walk? Because that's when you're going to find who you are. The moment that you decide who you're going to be is when the world starts to help you become that. Bruce Wayne had to become Batman as a part of Bruce Wayne's story. He was destined to become it. It was written. Spider-Man was written to become Spider-Man. He was always going to be that. He wasn't going to be nothing else. Trying to make Spider-Man somebody else is going against his code, going against his script, going against his DNA code. Baby, you write your code and you don't go against it and you let it become what it is. Because if you've seen it here, then it exists here. Which means if you've seen it here, it exists here. It's all here. Baby, you're the artist. So sculpt how you want to look. Whatever way is going to make you feel good about yourself, going to make you love yourself, do it. But if it's not going to make you love yourself, if it's not going to help you love yourself, don't do that shit. I don't care how desperate you are. Don't do it. Don't lose your soul, because that's what it means to lose your soul. When you get desperate enough and you do something that's against your code, you're not supposed to do that. Don't go see him. Don't go see her. You will lose this motherfucker will take your soul. Don't go. Ghost in Power lost his soul when he slept with Angie. Because when he did that, all the shit crumbled. She took his soul. Don't let that motherfucker take your soul. Because some people don't have the choice. Medusa didn't have a choice. Medusa had her soul raped out of her. Trigger warning. And became a monster because of Poseidon, because of jealous as Athena. Let Medusa be a lesson. Medusa was gorgeous. Medusa still is gorgeous. But don't let them bring the monster out of you. Don't let them rape it out of you. They can't beat it out of you. They can't rape it out of you. Don't let them. I don't care if they did do that. Overcome. Easier said than done. I ain't never been raped before. I've never been assaulted before. I've never been. So I'm really speaking outside of my range, but don't let them steal your beauty and don't let them steal your soul. Baby, I don't care if they did assault you or abuse you or any of you, are still beautiful. And you will always be beautiful. They can't steal your beauty away from you. Medusa is still beautiful. That's the gag. She's still beautiful. But this time her beauty will freeze you because she's been hurt. Don't let them steal your beauty. Your beauty is your power. And trust me, they will get what they owe. Balance. Divine balance, cosmic balance will always be at play. Baby, you continue to be beautiful. You heal. You nurse yourself. You rebirth yourself. You regenerate. And you take as much time as you need. I don't care if it takes you decades. You take your time to get back, or to either get back to yourself or to create a new beauty. And that's what you pray for. But like I said, that's outside of my range. I've never been in those situations. So I don't mean to trigger. But please do not. You are beautiful. And that's all I can say. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. And they can't beat your beauty out of you. They can't do nothing to take your beauty away from you. And you may not feel beautiful, but I'm here to tell you that you are. And I'm here to tell you that I can see it. And if I can see it, damn it, everybody else can. And they wouldn't have attacked you if you weren't beautiful. That's all I gotta say.